It seems like there is so much on the internet when it comes to classroom math games, but there's not much out there about classroom literacy games. And what is out there, I mean, let's be honest, I know I wouldn't want to play those games with my kids. So you know what I say?
It's time to change that!
Hey fun people! My name is Aja, and if you're new here, hi, my name is Aja. I'm a curriculum specialist that specializes in helping teachers and parents just like you make teaching and learning as fun, simple, and strategic as possible. And one way we do that is through really fun learning games. Now today's video is a part of a 4-part collaboration that I'm doing with Teacher K. She's a former physics teacher and she too loves to have fun with her students. Actually already giving you guys a total of 10 classroom games. If you've missed those videos, make sure you check them out. So today we're going to be adding to your game belt by giving you 5 more literacy classroom games. Our first literacy game is charades, and you might be thinking, you can't act out reading, but you can certainly act out sight words. So yes, we are playing sight word charades. This is actually one of my free games. I have the link down below in the comments, so you can go ahead and check it out. With charades, you simply divide up all the children into teams and then have them act out a sight word. Now make sure you're actually displaying this game on the whiteboard, and if you're in distance learning, all you do is share your screen. This way, all children can see all of the possible sight words. When it's a team's turn, one person will simply act out a sight word that they see on the screen, and then their team gets to guess what sight word it is. Of course, for every correct sight word, that team gets a point. Whoever has the most points wins.
Hello, I'm Teacher K, and today I'm going to talk about 2 literacy games. First one would be paper bag skits. As a teacher, all you have to do is divide the class into groups of 2 or 3. Then you give each group a paper bag filled with a variety of objects such as a wooden spoon, a hammer, a toy car, a ball, etc. Well, let's just say I don't have a paper bag, but just for demonstration purposes, let's say this is my paper bag, and what's inside are the following: scarf, mouse, sunglasses, camera battery, what else do I have? Hair tie. Basically just random objects because, I'll put this back first. Because each group makes up a skit or short play using all the props in the bag. And once all skits were planned and rehearsed, each group performs theirs for the other groups.
Now I know I'm always telling you guys that this game is my favorite game to play. This was actually one of my favorite games, But let's be real, when you play as many games as I do, you kind of have a whole tour belt of favorite games. But yes, this next game is one of my favorite games to play. Well, I can say it like this: it is my favorite spelling game in the whole wide world. All right, we'll just go with that one. But our next game is called Sparkle. Let me know down below in the comments, have you guys ever played Sparkle with your students? So if you haven't played Sparkle, you'll play Sparkle with some spelling words or even vocabulary words. You'll put all your students in one big circle and you'll be ready to play. You'll go ahead and say whichever word it is. Every child will say the next letter of the word. If the word is finished, then that next person says Sparkle, thus ending the word and also getting the next person out. So you could technically get out and never say a word. You'll continue to give the kids a new word to spell out, and kids will continue to get sparkled and have a seat until you have one student remaining, and then that person is the winner. Now, if a child says an incorrect letter, then they're out as well, and then the next person must state the next correct letter. So it's really important that kids are paying attention because you are not allowed to repeat any of the former letters. Now comment down below, let us know which one of these games are you dying to play with your kids.
The second game would be missing persons. This is another game that does double time to assess story comprehension. After reading a story aloud, ask for a student volunteer to leave the room and return impersonating one of the characters from the story. The rest of the class can guess which character the student is pretending to be. Well, as a teacher, from the volunteers acting and the responses of the rest of the class, it will be easy to see how well the students grasped the actions and attributes of the story's character. What's more, future thespians will love being able to demonstrate their knowledge in an engaging and theatrical manner.
Our next game is called Step Up. Do y'all remember that movie? Anyways, Step Up is played very similar to Red Light, Green Light. You'll have all your children go to one side of the room and you'll of course go to the other side of the room. So this game is played right after you just read a story. What you're gonna do is simply pull out easy true or false questions from the story that you just read. If a child thinks the answer is true, then they're gonna take one step forward. If they think the answer is false, then they will stay put. For each question they got right, they'll simply stay put. Now, if a child gets this wrong, then they have to go all the way back to the back of the room and start all the way over. This is the part they're gonna hate. And of course, just like Red Light, Green Light, the first person to make it all the way to you on the other side of the room would win. Now you have 2 things you need to do. 3 if you're not subscribed yet, hint hint. What you need to do is download your free sight word charade game down below in the description, and then you need to go check out this video on Teacher K's page so that you can get 5 really fun math